PlayStation Home, my guilty pleasure. Hello everybody, this is KZM the Horse, and the story of how I came about to using PlayStation Home for fun and also my evil trolling needs. It all started in December of 2011 when I first got my PlayStation 3. I was very excited, but I hadn't received any games yet because Killzone 2 was not to come until 2 days later. So where did that leave me? That left me with PlayStation Home to mess around with. So I installed the thing, went on there, and chose my sex, which was obviously a female. I will admit, from the very first time that I saw videos of PlayStation Home, I already knew that I was going to be a female. What fun is it for me to actually represent my real life self if this is the virtual world and I can pretend to be whatever the hell I want? What's even funnier is that a lot of guys actually believe this and they never ask for verification. So I went on there with my very first PSN account, which was not KZM Productions GT. It was a kind of inappropriate name for which I would not say, cause for all the little children that are watching this video. And continuing, I went on there, and in the first 10 minutes, I was already being hit on by a guy. He asked me to be his girlfriend, but I said no. And so, what does he does? In retaliation, he sends me a picture of, guess what? His penis. It was the weirdest welcoming party I've ever received in a video game. Within the first 10 minutes of PlayStation Home, I am already being harassed. They never even asked for verification, no matter my name. And then it hit me. I'll just keep going with the program, because obviously guys are not going to ask for verification and see whether or not that I'm a female. I will admit though, I am guilty of this because I have made friends with several actual girls who actually think that I'm a female, but I haven't revealed myself yet. So it's kind of a sticky situation that I might not ever tell them unless if they ask for voice verification or to see my face. Continuing, whenever I go on PlayStation Home, I log on, I go to the hub or something like that. I stand by myself for 5 minutes. No, I first stand by myself and then already there are 4 to 5 guys swarming me. The most amount of men that have ever surrounded my avatar was 15. Yes, 15. Some of them sending me private messages. Oh baby, I'm gonna do so many things to you, or how big do you like it, or do you like black men? Others spouting out their questions out in public, saying, oh yeah, I will so have sex with you. A lot of them try to play nice and ask me for my name and my age and what skin color I am, and asking me if I like guys and if I'm not a lesbian. A lot of people send me messages saying that I'm cute, you're sexy, can you send me pictures of yourself? Some of these guys have even sent me pictures of themselves. Thankfully they were no longer penises, but some of them were fat, some skinny, some white, some black. They kept asking me very personal questions as they always try to get to know me. By the 20th time that I was using PlayStation Home, I finally came up with a fake name to use for myself. I pretended to be Elisa Smarts, a girl from Italy who was pale skin and black hair and blue eyes, and apparently a lot of guys got turned on by that. My second persona was Merida. Now, you will know that name from the movie Brave. So I pretend to be a redhead sometimes who is from Ireland, who is 17 years old. Most of the time when some of these 40-year-olds ask me, I say that I am 15 or 16, and they still fall for it. The worst that ever happened was that I was pretending to be a 10-year-old, and this 35-year-old guy comes and hits on me. Pedophile! And so yeah, it was very weird. Other than that, I wanted to talk about my future plans for PlayStation Home. Because of all the trolling possibilities that I can do with this thing, I'm working on several series. One series is where I pretend to be a girl, obviously. The guy asks to see me on cam, I show up on cam, and I expose him. Another one is where I started this group of spiders. We have like a spider costume, and we troll PlayStation Home and annoy people. I am also thinking about starting a series of where I creep on PlayStation Home thanks to all this free shit that I get from guys sending me in exchange for me showing my boobs yet, for which I just tell them that I don't have a good camera. and just to keep them thirsty and starving. I know, I'm a terrible person, manipulating the feelings of many men who are left horny and alone, but you know, that's just me, your typical sadistic bastard. Here you see I am using a unicorn. I won't transform into a unicorn until I hit 1,000 subscribers, so until then you're going to be stuck with my horse persona. I can transform into other things, but I'll keep that a secret as time goes on. Also continuing with PlayStation Home, other than the groups, there is not much for me to use this for. There are some pretty nice spaces, but other than that, there are a lot of fake douchebags. People who think they run the joint just because they have half-ass sagging pants and that they wear the latest fashion. Some people looked at this as their second life. They spend so much money on here because their real life must not be so exciting, so they have houses and furniture and all that stuff. You know, I'm not going to judge you, but I've run into a lot of assholes on here. Some people who think that they just simply run this joint and that they can tell you where to go and what to do. You know, it's just funny that they sit here for hours thinking that they're all that because they spend money on the most stuff, which is in itself pretty sad. And also the funny thing about PlayStation Home is that, you know, the amount of guys that will try and hit on you. I've already said before in this video that sometimes I can stand by myself and that I have 5 to 10 guys come and hit on me. I mean, every single time, you know, I just don't get it. Do they even think that it could be a guy behind that female avatar tricking their hormones, or did they just go ahead for the moment? Now, I know that obviously a lot of gamers are suckers for anything that has, you know, vulgarity, tits and ass, but come on now. Seriously? 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 Yeah, there's nothing else more for me to say. And so I'm exiting PlayStation Home, and that is it. My guilty pleasure. I go on here, I pretend to be a girl, I trick people, and I'm hoping to make a future series, for which it will happen. I just need to get a good voice changer and a few other things. That is it. KZM the Horse out. By the time I'm a unicorn, I'll have 1,000 subscribers, and that is it, y'all. Take care.